crime in the country, especially murders, is affecting the economy. This from UWI Economist Dr. Hosein, who says that the effect of the criminal wave is something not to be underestimated when considering the growth of the economy. Marie-Therese Bernard has more.
Murders and decreasing development appear to correlate. UWI Economist Dr. Hosein says his ongoing study is revealing facts to support this thesis.
Preliminary information shows that at the current murder level, we are projected to surpass that of 2018. I checked this morning, and at the current trajectory, we will reach 559 murders for 2018, which will surpass the 515 2008, and therefore potentially be the year with the most murders that I have seen since 1956.
The murder levels, Dr. Hosein says, impact several factors in the society. One obvious element, he notes, is international investment. The second facet, he says, relates to employment.
The second thing that one can look at is manufacturing employment. And if one were to look at 2010 and 2017, one would see that clearly the murder level has gone up. And at the same point in time, manufacturing employment has fallen from 51,500 to around 47,000 today.
The economist says if an entrepreneur's relative is murdered, this affects business negatively.
If the entrepreneur is murdered, or his immediate family or her immediate family is murdered, they may opt to go out of business. And we recently saw, I think in Castelo, where a watermelon vendor son was murdered, and the watermelon vendor announced that he is actually leaving the industry.
Dr. Hosein says that the murder rate affects how citizens shop and where they choose to buy. He says places like malls and enclosed shopping areas will benefit as security appears tighter. This also applies, he says, to how business people choose to invest their resources, whether they spend on boosting security or for actually conducting their business activities. He says that these factors all need to be closely examined if development is to move forward in Trinidad and Tobago. Marie-Therese Bernard, C News.
And Commonwealth Youth Council Vice Chairman Nikolai Edwards is also concerned about a seemingly runaway crime. He says he believes that for politicians, the horror of law breaking has not hit home.
In Trinidad and Tobago, quite frankly, we have this culture where until and unless something hits home, it's just a bunch of talk shop on the issue. And I feel as though politicians have the ability and the authority to make good legislation and to make good interventions where necessary to curb crime and violence. And it seems as though we are not making any headway whatsoever. So the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service may come with figures and say crime is down in this area and that area, but the persons on the ground who are feeling it the most can say differently based on their experiences.
Mr. Edwards says politics still plays a role when solutions are being sought.
I remember President Camona had convened a meeting of persons with respect to national security, and that was overshadowed by a breaking of protocol, so to say. And I'm sure that the contents of that meeting may have benefited this country in a very serious way, but everything boils down to the politics of the day, and we as citizens are the ones who pay the heavy price for that.
The Vice Chairman for Commonwealth Youth believes that better can be done. He says it is a matter of the political will of the administration in charge.